This is a Rogue Media Network podcast. Central Texas Life with Ann Harder presents Central Texas Events.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Central Texas Events with Ann Harder. And this is a very special Central Texas Events because we're talking about an inaugural event, which is always fun. And two very important gentlemen in my life are with us today. Mike Harder, my husband, Bruce Gietzen, who we're my work husband for 13 years.
Both your husbands here, right? Your work
Both of my husbands here.
husband.
KXXV, 13 years we were together. And Mike is the president of the board of directors for the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. And Bruce is, you're directing events. And what is your title?
I'm just a trustee on the board of directors. I'm on the executive committee.
Right.
And also consulting some on creating events and generating revenue and just trying to make things run a little bit smoother, mostly generating additional revenue.
Well, and that's what this event we're going to talk about will do. This is coming up on February 17th at the Hall, and it is a whiskey tasting. Tell us about it.
Well, it is the first ever, as you mentioned, for the Texas Sports Hall of Fame, and we are pretty sure it's the first time Waco has ever had a commercial whiskey tasting event at this level. I know some of the bars and clubs around town have done daily ones or a weekly one or something like this, but we've got 14 distillers coming in from around the state, and it's only Texas distillers. That's what's making us a little bit different. That and the fact that we're tied in with all the legends of Texas sports at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. So we're pretty excited about this event, and it's fun. The vibe we're getting from people when we say, "You're having a whiskey festival in Waco," and they're excited, So we hope that it's going to draw a really good crowd, and the distillers are excited. The thing they like most about it, other than coming to Waco, is the fact that we are marketing this and only having Texas distillers here. The national distillers are not going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Texas sports legends and hopefully Texas whiskey legends.
Well, it's just a great fit with the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. Mike, tell us a little bit about your involvement with the board. You've been with the board for many years.
Yeah, I've been working with the Hall of Fame for years and became president a year ago and have another year. But Bruce has done a great job. The Hall's been in Waco for 30 years. And I'm sure there's a lot of people listening to this podcast that have never been to the Sports Hall of Fame. We have over 400 inductees. We have it's not only the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. We've got the Texas High School Sports Hall of Fame. We've got the Texas Tennis Hall of Fame. We have the Southwest Conference wing of the Hall of Fame. So it is a great, great jewel in Waco. And, covers all sports, obviously football, basketball, baseball, but rodeo, and just one of my favorite things in the hall is the original 3x5 card that the scout who was looking at Nolan Ryan when he was pitching in high school said, "This kid may have the best arm I've ever seen." So, there's just jewels like that throughout the whole hall. And, Bruce has done some great things in the last year and a half as far as we've asked him to do. We've started the Texas Legends Luncheon, which was inaugurally with Lee Trevino, which was a huge hit. We kind of started at the top. That was great.
Yeah, that was fun.
We had Roger Clemens earlier this last spring. Of course, we just had the world champion Texas Rangers here for luncheon, and they brought the world champion trophy. So
that was most recent.
That was most recent, a couple 3 weeks ago. Yes. Yeah.
So, what was the impetus for creating this Legends of Texas series at the Hall?
Well, Mike kind of alluded to it a moment ago, but it's like the museum came to Waco in 1993. And so, but it's amazing. So that's been 30 years, right? And a lot of people still don't know that we are in Waco. Still don't know that we've got the treasure of Texas sports, the jewel, as he mentioned, in Central Texas right here. And so
you'd think it'd be in Houston or Dallas or big city.
We were the first state sports Hall of Fame in the country.
Yeah.
Texas was the first. Of course, Texas likes to be the first.
No, of course.
we were also the biggest for a long time. Now I think we're the second biggest. But, I mean, still, it's more than 400 inductees and 4 museums under one roof. Fantastic stories as you weave through there. But to try to get more people to know about us and increase that awareness, we thought we should have some more events and all the legends we have in there. And so we said, let's do a Lone Star Legends series of luncheons, 2 to 3 a year, not every month. But we're going to try to get good names in to do it. And of course, Lee Trevino's a great
That's a
name.
big
Roger
name.
Clemens graciously
Yeah,
came
he was
in
great,
too. And
too.
then, of course, a World Series champion is pretty good too. And so, so we're working on the next one or next 2 that'll be coming in this calendar year. But it's awareness, and it also generates a little bit of revenue, trying to find that sweet spot on ticket prices and depending on how big a name we're bringing in. And so,
Of course, you always think of the Sports Hall of Fame with the induction banquet, and that happens this coming April.
Next, April 13th is
Yeah,
our next
and
one.
big names that will be
Right.
coming.
Jackie Sherrill, former A&M coach, is going to be inducted. And we also, acknowledge those who have passed on. But Mike Leach is going to be honored, who was fantastic at Texas Tech.
Yeah.
And help me out, Bruce. We got
I knew you were going to ask me that, all the inductees, and we've got a couple others who are going to be in posthumously. We've also are inducting the first of a
That's right.
series of stars from the Negro Baseball League.
Excellent.
And Andy Cooper is the first one. Alphabetically, he was on the list, but he's the only person who, a Wacoan, who is in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And so, of course, that'll be a posthumous award, but I think we're going to have someone from the
Right.
Negro League offices come down and
From
present
Kansas
that
City will
award.
be
And
here.
he'll be the
Oh.
first of 4 or 5 that we're going to do that with. So,
Good.
so that's a big one. And
Well, we'll have you come back and talk more about the induction,
induction
banquet.
banquet,
Closer
okay.
to the April. I just wanted to touch on that
Right.
because people
well,
know
Colt
that's
McCoy
what.
Colt McCoy.
Yeah,
is,
right.
is on there as one of them, and he's excited to be here. And last year we had a name a lot of people know, Michael Strahan,
Michael Strahan.
from there, and we
Oh
had
yeah, big time.
Adrian Peterson, Scott
Yeah.
Drew,
Oh,
the veteran
yeah.
coach. We had a great class every year.
And it's an awesome banquet.
And the requirements are someone has to either have been born in Texas or be from Texas or played a significant part of their sports career in Texas.
In Texas.
And
Right,
so it's
right.
a lot of people get nominated every year, so it's quite
Right.
an honor. Yeah.
Yeah, there are quite a few that
And-
don't make the cut.
People can become members of the support the Hall of Fame, become members of the Sports Hall of Fame, and nominate and vote on these inductees. So
Oh,
they're-
kind of like the Academy Awards.
Right.
In a way, yeah.
right
Yeah,
now we
members
do
of the
have.
Academy.
Well, we're talking probably too much about the
Yeah.
induction banquet.
Well,
Let's get
yeah,
back to
because
the
we
whiskey.
really want to talk about the Texas Whiskey Festival.
Yeah.
Yes, and that is coming right up. And there are tickets available, or are they tables? How are you doing them?
No, traditionally the whiskey festivals, we did some research on some of these. There have been a number of them in Austin and in San Antonio, Houston, and Dallas, but not in Central Texas. So this is a new thing for Central Texas. And they're typically a mingling event. A lot of times they're picnic tables outside, boots and jeans and all that. Well, this is going to be in February, and we don't
Yeah.
want to risk the weather. So we're going to be totally indoors, and we're going to have a little bit nicer dress code, but just business casual, so you're still comfortable. And so it'll be mingling, and we'll have booths set up throughout the museum that will have distillers at them, and we've got some of the big names. Of course, Balcones is in it. They're one of the
Oh, yeah.
premier names for Texas
course.
whiskey, and we're in their hometown, so they want to have a significant presence. Milam and Green from Austin, one of the other big names. Longwood Distilling. We've got distillers from Dallas-Fort Worth area, from Austin, even from San Antonio, and even a couple from Houston coming up, and we may even get a couple more before the event. But they're excited to be coming. We're excited to have them. We have a limit on how many people we can put in the museum at one time because of our space. So the tickets will be limited, but we still have some available.
Okay, and how can they get those tickets?
They can get them online. Our website is legendsoftexaswhiskey.com. The general admission tickets are $125, and they allow you to come in from 7 to 10. And you get a souvenir glass with the logo etched in it, and you get to sample all the distillers. You also we're going to have some gourmet hors d'oeuvres there too, so you can eat while you're sampling. And we're going to have some jazz musician, and some of that. And we're also going to have a Waco cigar shop there, who's going to
really?
be featuring some Texas-made cigars.
Yeah.
And we'll have a little cigar lounge set out on the patio where people can go out. Can't smoke inside, but you can go out and do that. So we think it's a variety of things for people to come in and have it. And we model it after a lot of the other whiskey festivals in Texas, with the exception It's only Texas distillers.
Yeah.
And the Texas distillers, when we mentioned that first, they're like, really? Okay,
Yeah, they like that.
This is Legends of Texas we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to judge and have some prizes for the winners. And then the whiskey brands that are declared winners will be licensed to use the Texas Sports Hall of Fame logo for a year in their marketing, saying they're a Legends of Texas Sports Hall of Fame whiskey festival winner. And so they think that's pretty cool. And I'm hoping we hope this is going to be the first of annual events.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
yeah.
And I don't think we can say names, but we're hoping we're going to have some inductees
Yes.
attend that night to mingle with the crowd.
Yep.
Oh, that would be awesome.
And help judge and all that, so it'll be fun. We think it's a really good blend of legendary Texas spirits and legendary sports heroes in Texas.
And of course, the Sports Hall of Fame is always open for folks to come and visit. What are the hours during the week?
Well, it's open 6 days a week.
Right.
Right. And
Closed on
admission
Sundays.
Is, admission is
$8.
very reasonable,
Yep.
$6 to $8, depending on, regular admission $8, seniors $7, students $6. But so it's there. You could spend 2 hours in there easily, just with one walkthrough.
Yeah.
So it is a fantastic time to spend.
So many interesting things to see there, and but it takes money to keep a wonderful museum like that going.
We are a
So-
nonprofit,
Yep.
and so people and Waco is a haven for museums.
Well, it
Yes,
is.
you know,
It is.
so-
There's so many, and they're wonderful. And of course, Waco has certainly been a magnet for a lot of folks to come and visit. And want them to visit the Texas Sports Hall of Fame as well. Well, it's been great talking to you both again. The Legends of Texas Whiskey Festival. It starts on February 17th at 7 o'clock.
Well, 7 o'clock for general admission. You
Right.
can get a VIP ticket at 6 p.m. and get in at 6 p.m.
Uh-huh.
That's $175, and you'll get some special tastings with that. I know Balcony says they're going to go into their vault and get some things.
And get some of their reserve.
And
or
so we'll
whatever
have
they
that,
call
and you'll
it.
get some special tastings. You get an extra hour to sample. It's tough to sample, and some of the distillers will have more than one product that they're pouring. So, and then we're also going to have some what we call sip sessions, which are going to be educational type sessions in the Tom Landry Theater at the museum.
Oh, excellent,
Seats about
yeah.
50 people in there, and some of the distillers are going to talk about how they make their whiskey, or how do you know if you're drinking a premium whiskey, or when distiller serves light whiskey, they're going to explain what that is. So also chances for some education there. Those will be little 15, 20-minute, we call sip sessions, where you can sit and relax a little bit and learn more about bourbon and whiskeys and the reason why you're there. We've got a lot of people really are turning this into a craft.
Oh, yeah, no
both
question.
not only making them, but tasting them and finding their favorite. So we hope that this is going to cater to those wishes as well.
Yeah.
And also, obviously, everybody who comes, the museum will be open and they can tour the whole museum, all 4 museums. And it's that's quite a nice benefit. It's just not a party room. It's the whole museum.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
And the booths will be spread out through the museum, and so it's just a cool environment. Everybody has their own stories about the sports legends, and if you're in there long enough, I can't think of a single sport that's not represented in the museum. We've even got some fishing and some bowling and those kind of things. And
I mean, the memorabilia is
Well, and really, this is not all that the
Oh, no.
hall owns. I mean,
Oh,
there
no.
is other stuff that's in storage. I mean, this is a portion of the treasures that you have.
we've got
Right.
thousands of extra pieces that
Yeah.
we change out a lot of designs. The newest design is the Texas Rangers World Series champion exhibit that Jay Black put together.
Oh,
We
great.
had that luncheon 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
2.5
Yeah.
weeks ago, as part of the Texas Rangers Winter Caravan. They were so thrilled. We sold out that event in
Immediately,
48
yeah.
hours.
Right,
And
immediately.
they said it's the biggest crowd they'd ever had on their caravan.
That's
and they
good.
do that every winter, And
of course,
so
winning a world championship
That
helps.
that
will
helps.
draw-
Yeah.
that will draw the
They did their
folks out.
part.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And-
Well, you guys are doing your part with the Texas Sports Hall of Fame, and thank you both for being with us. And we'll make a date to come back and talk
Sure.
about the induction banquet, which is set for April 13th. So we got a little bit of time, but yeah, there's a lot more detail, and I want folks to actually see who these wonderful athletes are that will be honored at that
And
as
you
well.
can get your whiskey festival tickets on the website. legendsoftexaswhiskey.com, or you can also call the Texas Sports Hall of Fame, and they'll help you out and be happy to put you on the list. And again, general admission, and there's a limited number of VIP tickets too. And so if you're interested in that, and everybody gets the souvenir glass, and VIP gets free valet parking and T-shirt and some things like that.
They developed a special new logo just for this event.
Yeah.
Just
That
right.
will be on the glass,
Yep.
etched on the glass.
Well,
So,
it's
cool.
wonderful. You're just doing all the good over
Well, and Mike's doing a great job as president of the board.
there. I know he works hard at it.
He does work
Yeah.
hard at it, and it's a volunteer position,
That's
which makes it
right.
even more
Yeah.
more
Well,
exceptional.
it's a labor of love.
Yes.
I mean, it certainly is. And of course, you were a sports broadcaster
Yeah.
for so many years, and this is sort of in your bailiwick.
We've got a great board who've been involved in a long time.
Yeah.
And all of them, it's a labor of love for
Yeah.
each one of them. So
And if you're interested in getting involved with the Hall of Fame, I mean, we're always looking for people to serve on the induction banquet committee and the golf committee, and I mean, there's opportunities for people to get involved.
Well, good.
We have met a tremendous number of professional athletes, and
Their families.
their families,
Yeah.
and almost to the T, they are really fantastic people,
Yeah.
and they are so appreciative when they are elected to the Hall of Fame, and it's great.
All right. Well, check out the Texas Sports Hall of Fame.
Okay.
The Legends of Texas Whiskey Festival is the next thing coming up. So thank you both
Thank you.
for
Thank
being on Central Texas Events, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.
appreciate you, Ann.
This has been a Rogue Media Network